Hello everybody, welcome back once again to the Final Fantasy X HD Remaster. Alright, so this time we are taking on Dark Bahamut. I'm gonna do this differently. I did a playthrough, years and years ago of the HD Remaster. And I think I went like the slugfest method there, and basically what I mean by that is every fifth hit, Dark Bahamut will use Impulse on you, which is pretty brutal. Let me just take a look here. Inflicts slow, petrification, power break, magic break, armor break, and mental break to the whole party, and delays their turns. So it's pretty brutal. You can deal with it, I guess, by having ribbon for one thing, but the power break or the break factors are a little bit more difficult to deal with. Normally you have to dispel those, and so I really don't think that that's the best way to go. And so what I did here instead was to use the counterattack method. And so again, every fifth time you hit Bahamut, it will try to use Impulse. So I figured, let's not go that route. Let's just use our own counterattacks on him. And when we counterattack, it doesn't count for those, 5 physical hits and then triggering Impulse. So basically, we will just be countering the entire battle. I actually tried to use slow there on my characters. I don't know if that was... It was kind of... Well... You don't want to really be hasted. So, I didn't have auto haste on my characters here, and I don't think that's I don't think that's a good way to deal with this. You do, though, need, the characters to actually have counterattack. So I think the best, characters are the dudes, because Kimahri, Wakka, Tidus, and Auron are all able to counterattack with their Celestials. The only reason why I think I didn't use Auron instead was because Auron's Celestial works a little bit differently, where the more HP he has, kind of the more damage it deals. I don't know if that would have mattered at the end of the day, but I just didn't. What it probably was I bet I didn't have break HP limit on one of his pieces of armor yet. But yeah. So anyways. In my opinion, the best kind of gear setup is really just break HP limit and then do whatever else you want, or nothing at all. I think actually, a lot of my characters are set up exactly like that, where there's just no other, secondary abilities. Now, auto protect would have been fine, probably like auto shell as well, but really we don't want auto haste. The reason for that is it's just going to cause you to defend a lot more than you really want to. Now that I think about it, I wonder if I would have been able to cast haste on Bahamut to just speed up this process. I don't know. I don't know if he would actually, or I don't know if that would actually land on him. Anyways, so a couple of different things too. So Mega Flare, which he's going to do here eventually, can be pretty nasty. So definitely have auto life on. If you don't want to deal with Mega Flare via auto life, you can just bring in an Aeon, obviously, as has been the case with all of the Dark Aeons. And you'll be able to see here, this is pretty brutal. And keep in mind, this is also with max magic defense, it's max stats. I don't know, 40k, that's not that bad, now that I'm looking at it. But I don't know. Up to you on how you want to handle that. I just ate it. But yeah, I don't know. Honestly, now in retrospect, this is actually a lot easier than I remembered it being. I would say the other problem, though, is you do need to have really, really high luck to actually deal damage to this guy, though. So if you don't have a high luck stat, you'll probably want to do things like, actually use the ability Luck, Jinx as well. And then, boy, is there anything else that you can do about that? Aim as well. Apparently, accuracy doesn't do anything in this battle. I guess I don't really understand why that's the case, but allegedly that's the case. So that's pretty much it. I don't think there's honestly really anything else to talk about for this guy. He's just tough, and I think that this is the better strategy. I would just, I don't think that dealing with Impulse is something that you want to do. It's just so nasty. So again, slow, petrification, power break, magic break, armor break, which is really brutal, and it's also like the whole party and a delay on top of that. So just not fun. So, oh yeah, if any characters are petrified, they'll be shattered by Impulse, removing them from the fight. That's brutal. So yeah, don't want to be dealing with that. So this, I think, kills two of the characters who, are fine because they're protected with auto life. And then I forget who actually survives here. I think I actually dropped some regens on my characters as well. Honestly, I don't know if that really helped that much anyway, because it looked like, two Mega Flares wiped everybody out anyway. But I suppose that's an option as well. Excuse me. We're getting there though. There's not that much left. Did I see that Impulse removes buffs too? I could have swore something moves. No, I think it must be. Is it Mega Flare? Yep, removes status, positive status, except auto life. Yeah, so okay, so it's Mega Flare. Yeah, I just I don't know. I think that the strategy is better. Up to you on how you want to handle it, but not dealing with Impulse felt pretty great. Also, I didn't bother, but you could use some overdrives as well. Waka's comes to mind, and that's probably the best. You could do something like the Comrade overdrive mode. Use Waka's reels, and then use Entrust with your other characters. Mega Flare should do a ton of damage to you, and will likely fill up your limit gauges right after that too. So you could really crank out a lot of damage, I think, anyway, with Waka's. Although now I say that, but I don't think I actually tried. Actually, I didn't try Waka's overdrive here to see if it would do decent enough damage anyway. So I would just say that if he's not able to do decent damage with that overdrive, right? If Bahamut's defense is too high or something like that, then obviously that's not really going to be a great option either. And so then we're back to this whole just defend and counter him. So look at that. Okay, so this is with Waka at full health. So this should be the maximum amount of damage I can do. So let's take a look here. That's not good. Okay, well, so that's 12 hits times about 20k a pop. 240k. That's not bad. This is just not that great though. Yeah, that's not that great. That's a little bit over 2 counters. Meh. Yeah, I don't know. Okay, well, so Waka's overdrive is not going to be that impressive either. But alrighty, that is boom. There's another Mega Flare. Crunch. Full life. I suppose getting your characters killed off sort of in this way, where now because they're offset a little bit, right? So now Kimari can take 2 overdrives still. I don't know, maybe Titus and Waka can still take 2. No, they won't be able to. I'm sorry. Well, they'll die to the second one, I guess. Yeah, I don't know. That's not that great. I was just thinking that using auto life isn't that great because it only restores you up to 25,000, and so if you just have your character wiped out, you can use full life instead to bring them all the way back up. I don't know. Maybe that's not that important. Yeah, it's probably just you. You probably want to be protected still from auto life. Now that I'm thinking about it, and I mean, what else are you gonna do on your turns anyway, right? Right. Anyways, yeah, that's gonna be it. We're almost at the end here, but anyways, for drops, I don't know if did I discuss these yet? Probably not. Weapons, some interesting ones maybe here. 1 MP cost, double AP, break, and then break damage limit. For somebody like Yuna or Lulu, maybe you can kind of make a case for 1 MP cost. You still want to have break damage limit though too. So maybe you can get lucky by getting both of those abilities on a weapon. It's not likely, but it's possible. Double AP is pointless. You don't really want that on a weapon. And then armor, so auto protect, break, HP limit, and ribbon. So some good options there, but I would still, if it was up to me, I would rather see break, HP limit, and then that would probably be it. Actually, you know what? A combination of break, HP limit, and auto protect would be good if you're planning on taking out penance. That way you can, add haste and auto regen to it. So potential here, but also, I mean, Bahamut here, that took a long time. He is not easily farmable, so I don't think it is a good idea to save and try to beat him multiple times. But I just have to go back to, farm Dark Yojimbo instead. So, all right, that is all I've got for this one. As always, hope the guide was helpful, and hope you join me for more videos. Thanks for watching.